Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Blaster, blasting you with the truth. This is not part of the Road Rage series. I'm talking a little bit about social media on this one, but I want to make an announcement too. So social media. So I was watching a video from Anthony Spade, and he was talking about how this mother went in on her kid in front of her kid's friends on a live because she didn't want her to have social media. Understand something. The kids of this generation, you have to merely teach them the dangers of social media and teach them the attitude they should keep with the good and bad involving social media. But you don't do it the way she did it, which was she was talking about how her daughter had dirty drawers and all type of stuff. That's not the way to go about it. These kids are very impressionable, so you don't want to embarrass them unless you absolutely have to. Like if they try to embarrass you or something, then you embarrass them. But understand this social media, and I'm not going to go into all the details that I know about it. So if you want to hear me in depth, maybe in a day or two, I'll be posting on BitChute, Truthman247. And to my enemies, I say, don't bother. If you're watching this, you don't really like what I'm saying, you don't really like me, you're just spying. Don't bother. Don't even bother with my BitChute. And what I would really tell you is find a way to be an adult. Find a way to express your feelings to me where I know what your true feelings are. Don't hide. But social media is producing Nazis. And not just, when you think of Nazi, you think you're only talking about whites. It's producing Nazi and the Nazi generation of all races. Because in order to control the world, you can't be nationalistic. You can't be capitalism. You have to be more Nazi. See? So, I think, I'm not saying that Trump is 100% Nazi free, but I believe that Joe Biden is the more Nazi of the two. So, anybody that speaks against him on YouTube or anything else, that's probably going to be censored, shadow banned, pushed to the back, not recommended, so on and so forth. Twitter as well. Because, again, your easiest way to control the masses of the United States is going to be the Democratic route. Democrats are for public school. Democrats are for, they're against abortion, which helps control the population. So on and so forth. The CIA controls the social media. Now, I'm going to go more in depth with it, but just understand that when you're arguing with people on Facebook because you hate Trump, understand that there's a thing called the neocon theory. And the neocon theory is you have to create an enemy to control the masses and to get the masses to stay in line. Like you have to create an enemy, just like I always bring up that movie Wag the Dog. These are military operations that take place all over the world. That's why you hear about terrorist this, terrorist that, terrorist this, terrorist that. There was no evidence that Bin Laden did anything. None. There was no evidence that any planes flew into the Twin Towers. For all we know, that could have been a hologram, and I believe that they blew up the Twin Towers. And here's why. Because you can melt a building, but you can't melt the people that was in the building. Come on now. It's just clumsy work. And I'm gonna be going more in depth with this. And I'm finna be going more in depth with my spiritual beliefs as well. Things that, me and the Most High done discussed. Things that a lot of people will find extremely offensive, but I don't care. Because the announcement is that I'm going virtual with Church of the Most High. And create a channel. I have service every week. We're going to meet up every now and then. But it's time for the people to learn these truths. It's time for people to learn why this is false and why that is false. And those of you that are interested in learning, shoot me a comment. And I'll provide my email to you. But yeah, social media is a military operation. We all like it. I go to Facebook. I'm on Facebook. But some of the arguments that I have on Facebook are just ridiculous because I really be wanting to tell them everything I know. But nah, you gotta show me more interest than that. You gotta subscribe to my channel. You gotta be a supporter of what I'm doing. Not just somebody just trying to see what I'm saying. That's not good enough. You have to support by being a subscriber, by liking the videos, by sharing the video, even financial support. And yeah, I'm gonna put stuff on YouTube, but most of when I go in depth, it's gonna be on BitChute. It's gonna be on other platforms. So be ready for it. If you're not ready for it, don't try to argue with me. If you want to learn. But don't try to argue with me. Don't try to get me to believe your pagan myths. It's a reason why the church, he gave me the name, the Church of the Most High. If you're willing to learn, send me a comment. And when I get ready to go on, which will be next week, I will let you know. But for our social media, nobody should be depressed because of some social media. Nobody should be down because of social media. And matter of fact, don't let these hoes, and yes sir, I'm gonna be saying a lot of, you gonna hear the truth. Don't let these promiscuous thoughts, young men, make you feel any lesser of yourself. And don't think you're missing something with most of them, because 25% carry STDs. So, and probably the other 75% probably carry a bad attitude, disloyalty, unfaithfulness, and all the rest of the negativity. So don't beat yourself up over these. And don't go by appearance all the time. If it's a good girl, this, you've got to know her, she's loyal, she's this, all those qualities, those virtuous qualities, maybe you should give her a chance. Even if she's too fat or too skinny or don't have the prettiest face. But never mind. I'm gonna close this out. This is the Truth Blaster. Like, share, and subscribe.